The project Poison by Blood is a very interesting project because of the way Jimmy is approaching it. He has his own vision, but what I really like about Jimmy is that he takes everybody's input into account, and he does have a guiding light at the end, where what he wants his project to be, but he takes everybody's input so that every idea that he can make the movie more fresh, he takes into account. And he's taken a lot of the suggestions that people from the crew have given him and incorporated them into the film. And that's what I really like about him, because he's not a person who's dead set on one thing and this is the way it's gonna be, my way. He takes everybody's view into account, and he makes everybody feel like they're really contributing into the film.
He showed me the project he was working on, which is the movie he's working on, the script right now, which is about a brother trying to get his other brother out of a gang or whatever. And that was really his main project, which, you know, that takes time. And he had showed me, you know, that he had been working through it in the last few months, right when I had met him.
Jimmy's intent of Poison by Blood isn't to have a cool gangster film, isn't to have a cool action film. It's to show the struggle of one man trying to help his family, trying to help himself and stuff like that, trying to set it right.
Because it's reality. It's not a lot of the, not to knock them, but a lot of the upcoming directors, they settle with that horror stuff and with that scary movie stuff, and it's just corny. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's just nonsense, really. And the movie is reality. It is what it is. At the end of the day, it's just, I see it a lot. I see that in my neighborhood a lot, about movies about a brother trying to get his brother out of gangs when he used to be in gangs before. He went to the military, now he comes back home. His brother's in the gang, he's trying to get his brother out of the gang.
This is not your exaggerated, you know, Hollywood myth of what it is growing in the streets, or what it is just growing in life, you know what I'm saying, these days. It's not your exaggerated myth. This is reality at its fullest, you know, because now what we have going on in the world today, there's a war going on. There's a lot of young men who are leaving the streets, who are leaving their family behind and going over to fight a war in Iraq, you know, Saudi Arabia, or a war that's going on in jungles that people don't even know about, you know. And these young men go through these trials, leave their family behind, leave siblings, brothers, you know, and some of these young men that are a little older than the other siblings are like father to their siblings, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of fathers and parents are locked up in prison, you know what I'm saying, and are not there, especially a lot of fathers and minorities, you know what I'm saying, families and stuff that are grown up on the streets, you know, going through the hard times, the lower classes. A lot of these fathers are not there to take care of their family, you know. Sometimes the older siblings, he takes the role of becoming a father, you know, and this young man that I see, like, it's, you know, for myself in this situation, I see a lot of people already that are in those predicaments, you know what I'm saying, that don't have a father figure, you know, or don't have a big brother, you know what I'm saying, or just somebody that cares about him that's a lot older to kind of stray him and guide him the right way.
Chino doesn't want to just help his younger brother, help his mama. He wants to help the community. He sees the greater evil, who thinks he's doing a good to the community by doing the things he's doing, which we see a lot. I mean, we see it so much. It's an everyday, today basis. You know, the guy is like, you know, I do this for the better of everyone. Tyrants. There's no other word. They're tyrants. They might think everything they think. Everyone has a right to your opinion, but they're wrong. You know, I think letting people be free of oppression, that's a good leader, you know?
If you were under those circumstances, like if you were born under poverty and all you see every day was violence, what would you do? Would you do the right thing and just get a normal job and support your family? Or would you go with what you see every day, which is the violence? And if you're a person like, for example, the character that I'm playing, Victor, you can say, oh, he's the bad guy in the film, but that's very easy to categorize. I mean, he's a person who, under other circumstances, he could have been like a businessman, because all he wants to do is succeed.
I see scenarios where a brother was doing something when he was younger, and now he fixed his life up. He's trying to get his brother out that same lifestyle. He's having a hard time or whatever, trying to get his brother out that lifestyle and showing him that he has other talents besides his gang banging or whatever the fact might be in a movie. You know?
People see that there are people living under really hard circumstances in this world, but there is a way to make the right choice. And it's not easy. I mean, the easy way is the profitable way and the way that leads to crime in the film. But the hard way, which is the right way, is the one where you really do something when you care for somebody and you make the ultimate sacrifice because you care for somebody and you want to save that person. And it could be family, it could be a friend, it could be anybody.
When kids in urban neighborhoods, they see the cops tell them, don't do that, that's their enemies. The cops are enemies. Unfortunately, they're the enemies. You know what I'm saying? The word of God says that whatever enforcement is on earth is your friend. I understand that, but law enforcement, unfortunately, has done so much messed up stuff in the urban neighborhoods that that sometimes their family members are doing illegal stuff that they see their parents not liking the law, so they follow the same route.
That's what's very interesting about this movie. It's not about good versus evil. It's a gray area in the middle. And there are some very tough choices that are made in this film that have to be made by the main characters. And that's what really attracted me to the project, because it's something that everybody can relate to, everybody.
There's meaning in the things he shows and the projects he picks. He wants to show something. I know that Jimmy is going to be one of those directors one day, that when you walked out of the movie theater, you will walk out a different person because of the message he gave you when you watched that movie. It's not just entertainment. It's an art. Movie making is an art. You express what's really inside of you. You give it out to the world.